All right. How's it going, man?
Assalamualaikum. How you doing?
Salam.
My name is Abdur Rahman. I just want to maybe say a couple of words that I hope that somebody may be able to take the time out to listen to. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why the situation that Allah had me in this situation that I'm homeless. I'm living off the streets, and I'm trying to do the best I can to stay and do the proper things in life, you know. I don't like the position I'm in as far as sleeping out here in the streets. I don't like the position out here to have to maybe ask somebody to help me to get something to eat. But at the same token, I'm not here to question why Allah got me in this position. I know one thing in life, you know, maybe I didn't take the time out to pay attention to some of the blessings that I had in life, or the roof over my head, legs, arms, and being able to think right. And Allah took my legs from me, you know. I knew I'd get it in the next world. Maybe I'll look at it as He had me out here to maybe help some of the homeless people that is out here eating in the garbage. It's not only just blacks, it's not only just whites, it's not only just Spanish out here. If you look around, it's all nationalities is out living in the street homeless. A lot of people think that homeless people, though most of them is out here getting high, is out here drinking, is out here drugs. But a lot of us not. We just had a bad situation. I lost my leg. I used to have a good job. I lost my leg and my whole life flipped around. I wound up, my unemployment ran out. I didn't have no money to pay the rent. I wound up losing my apartment, my clothes, everything. So, you know, you don't have to be an alcoholic. I don't drink. I don't get high. I may be hooked on the caffeine because I drink a lot of soda. But I don't think that's too much of a bad crime to take a piece drinking what they got out there anyway. I look around me and I look at I try to help most people that is out here if I can. If I have a piece of bread, I try to share it with the next homeless person out here. Then to see them have to go in the garbage can and eat something that somebody don't throw away, or somebody don't throw up in the garbage and they want to, you know, all types of germs and stuff. A lot of times we walk by things because we think we got everything on top of the world. We think because we got a job, we got a roof over our head, we got money in our pocket. We think that, hey, we're better than other people. But sometimes, you know, Allah said that it's to get blessings, you have to be able to help your fellow man or your fellow woman, whether it's white, black, or Spanish. Who is mankind to take and judge whether this guy is going to, if I give him a piece of bread, he going to go take and go sell it? Who am I to judge if I help this guy out with $1 to get a cup of coffee or something, he's going to go out there and get high? Because if you start judging people, looking down on people, when you point at somebody, you got to look at how many fingers is pointing back at you. Because if you thinking that person doing bad, you have to be in the position that person's been through to realize what puts them in that position for you to take the time out to take and judge.
So, Alhamdulillah, a lot of people were, you mentioned that you met some people that had seen the video, the original video. Could you maybe tell us about that? Or
I'm glad it made me feel very good that I was able enough to say something that reached out and touched somebody's heart, or reached out and made somebody realize what their life is about, what position they into. A couple people came up and I didn't even know that had saw the video, and they was telling me about the things that I had said that helped them. They was in school, and it helped them continue going on. If you in school, please stay in there. Try to get all the education that you are going to get. If you got a job, keep it. Don't try to depend on nobody else. Depend on yourself. See, because the only one going to love you is you. You know what I mean? The only one going to do something for you is you. If you're in school and you're learning to have an education, stay in that. Follow your goal, whatever it may be, whatever trade it may be. Don't allow your family to discourage you. Don't allow your sisters to discourage you. Don't allow your friends to discourage you. Don't allow your cousins to discourage you, because Satan comes in all shapes. You think it's going to come from somebody else, and it'll come from somebody that loves you, that will discourage you from all the goals that you had planned in life and destroy your whole life, where you think, wow, how did I make that mistake? Why? Because you took the time out to listen at somebody else instead of listening at your heart. See, because if you listen at your heart, your mind will follow behind it. If your heart telling you, wow, this is what I want to do, this is what's going to help me, this is what's making me happy, this is coming from your heart, so your mind going to follow behind it. Okay? If you go by what your mind say, then you suck up everything that somebody say, every knowledge that somebody give you, everything that somebody tell you, that's what you're going to follow behind. And you're going to wind up destroying your life, because you can't live for no one but Allah and yourself. You cannot do things for no one but Allah and yourself. So don't allow yourself to get discouraged about, oh wow, oh man, I'm tired of these books, my head hurting, I'm thinking about this all the time. When it start hurting, that where if you're in school, that where if you read something that you constantly keep reading it over and over, and it's starting to where you down the road, you want to still remember that, because if it don't hurt, it's making no sense to getting into it. If you can't struggle, it making no sense to having it. Because if it come easy to you, then you don't appreciate them things. And them things go away real quick. Easier to come, the easier to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to struggle in life to be able to appreciate life. You have to be able to take and feel like, hey, this is something that I want, so I'm not going to let nothing destroy it. I'm not going to let nobody stop it, because I feel like I'm struggling in life. I want to get out of this situation. I'm homeless. I want to be able to, I'm struggling to, Satan coming to me all types of shapes, all fashion. I'm having problem getting income coming in. They constantly keep putting me on a waiting list. I can't either get a housing. They either for handicaps or either a homeless person. They don't even have. They want to stick you in a shelter with a bunch of drug addicts, a bunch of cokeheads, a bunch of alcoholics, a bunch of people that don't mean you no good. Instead of taking the time out, I feel like this myself. Just speaking of just for homeless people.
Sure.
Because where you sit as being a homeless person can be anyone. You can have a roof over your head and don't have no food. That's still considered as homeless. You can be able to stay at somebody else's house and you're not properly have your own. You're still homeless. Don't think because you going to your brother's house or your sister's house, oh, I got a place over my head. It's not yours. When you got your own, then you no longer homeless. When you're not living dependent on your mother, your sister, or your brother, or you helping yourself, you're doing all the things for yourself. You got a job for yourself, you got a roof over your head for yourself, you got food for yourself, then you know that you're not homeless. But when you look at a person sleeping on the sidewalk, you look down, oh, I'm not going to be like that. See, when you point your finger at someone, whether it's your brother, your sister, your neighbor, or a stranger on the street, you got to look at how many fingers that is pointing back at you. You know what I mean? So don't, through my knowledge, don't try to look down on somebody. Try to help them in some type of way. If it's no more than to tell them one time, maybe just tell them. You don't have to know that person and tell them that you love them. You don't have to know that person to be able to say, hey, brother, sister, don't eat out the garbage. Come on, I'm going to buy you a slice of pizza, or I'm going to get you a glass of water. You know what I mean? Them is where your blessings come along. I just pray that somebody that what I'm saying will be able to reach out and touch somebody that where they can maybe prosper in life, you know. Life is short. We're at our last days, you know. We don't get the chance to do something that is going to make us happy, that means make yourself happy, then you're not going to get a chance to do it again. If school is making you happy, finish it up. Do what you have to do. Is getting married, being with somebody that is close to you is going to make you happy, do that. Don't let nobody guide you the wrong way. Don't take a lot life and time go past you, and you realize maybe if we got a chance to see another 2, 3 more years, wow, what did I accomplish in life? Which is nothing. You know what I mean? Because if you let time go by, you're not going to accomplish nothing. If you have a goal, follow it. If you have a sister or brother or maybe have a friend that is in a bad situation like I am, maybe out there homeless, don't look down on that person. Don't look at that person that where, oh, I don't want to be around them, I don't want to socialize with them. Try to help that person. If you don't do no more than give them the knowledge to make them realize the mistakes that they're making in life. If you don't do no more than give them a piece of bread, take that time out to do that, because just that doing, just by saying hello, just by telling a person that you love them, you don't know, that may be saving that person's life. They may be at that point that they want to give up on life, and they wind up having a nervous breakdown. They must look at that point that where you just said that simple word, I love you, just gave them the chance that maybe that they want to take and say, wow, somebody loved me on this earth. I gotta love myself to go farther in life. If you don't do no more than take the time out to pick up a book and say, brother or sister, come on, let's go read. Remember we used to read together? If you have a friend that is doing kind of bad or kind of thrown off the wrong track, if you have problems in life that where you feel that everything is closing in on you, that's when you get down and you pray. Because only one that's going to straighten that situation out is God and yourself. Don't sit around and let that problem get worse and worse and worse. Then time go by, and you realize you ain't really had a problem. When you think you got a problem, look around on this earth. Look around the people that you see every day or that you travel around every day, and you realize your problem ain't as half as bad as somebody else's. So I'm just saying to you, if you're in school, stay in school. If you got a job, keep your job. If you got your own apartment, try to take care of your bills. Don't sit around and wait till it pile up on you and think that somebody's going to come bail you out. Because when you think somebody's going to come help you, they never do. So try to maintain your lifestyle, because we can have all these blessings that we take for granted, and just a blink of the eye, and it go away. Just a blink of the eye, you can lose a limb. Just a blink of the eye, you can cross the street and wind up getting hit or killed. And then all the time that you sat around wasting doing nothing, you didn't accomplish. You didn't get a chance to say nothing, because everything we do in life, we're going to have to answer for.
Right.
So when you answer it, you want to say, at least, God, I at least finished school. God, I did do something. I got an education. God, I did keep a roof over my head. God, I did try to help my fellow man, our fellow sister. You know what I mean? All them things is blessings. All them things that we take for granted because we got it. Oh, we got money in our pocket. I'm not going to think about the next person. Oh, we got a roof over our head. May not be ours. Maybe your sister, your brother, your mother. Keep people that love you close nearby you, because that's the only thing going to save you in life. You know what I mean? I'm not going to make a book out of nothing. I'm just hoping some of these things that I said, or some of these things that I've done, or some of these things that I made a mention about, I'm hoping that to Allah, God, that it touch somebody that where they'll listen and say, hey, that brother's in a bad situation, so he know a little better than I do. So I'm going to try to do better. I'm not going to let nothing slow me down from my goals.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, man. Alhamdulillah. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can do another one after this, insha'Allah. All right, man. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.